euro pairs. The only one we didn't do is the CAD, so maybe if we have time at the end of the session we can come back to it. The next one we want to look at, which is basically the weak one, which we want to pair it on the short side with everything else, is the Aussie. And we're going to start with the Aussie USD, because that is the granddaddy of the Aussie pairs. And as you can see, this is how interesting the Aussie dollar is and how weak the Aussie dollar is. We have traded down all the way down to the 101.82, and as usual, as true to form with the Australian, it is pretty much holding steady these structural points. It turned around above the 101.82 and it pushed higher, went through the 102.24 and pushed towards the next price point, and that is not a significant point, that is basically a selling point, which is the 102.81. So this is our gift, this is our push to the downside, and we're looking for the Aussie to continue going down. So we closed the week at 102.30. It makes sense. It tested the structure and it's pretty much right there. So we are going to sell it, as you can see here on the intraday chart. That is your structural point. That is the 4 daily low, 4 daily high, and the 1 daily low. Now, somebody would say, let's go short below the 102.15, and that person would be right. But we do have a structure point at the 102.24, so in order for us to be consistent, to remain true to form, we are going to put in the trade planning session that we're going to go short below the 102.24. But if you choose to take it short here below the 102.15, there is nothing wrong with that. Having 8 pips difference in your entry is not a big deal, but I like always to remain consistent, so I do things the same way. And if I now, like Paul that we discussed, want to break the rule, so this is one of the times we can say, okay, I'm not going to go short below the 102.24, I'm going to go short below 102.15, because the condition here requires or mandates that I have a 4 daily high, a 1 daily low, all of them congregating over here. So just to save myself a little bit of a headache, I'm going to go technically short below the 102.15. But again, this is so for the Aussie dollar, we are going to go short below the 102.24, which is our structure point. It is our short point and it is our stop. On the long side, we are going to look for a place to take it long, and the only place I can see where we can possibly buy this one is here above the 3 daily high. I mean, this is pretty much to the downside. This is a gift, so everything is bearish, so I'll buy it above the 102.47. I'll put my stop below the 102.35, or I can use the 102.24 as my stop, because it's pretty much 20 pips. It's okay. So my buying point is going to be the 102.47. The next structural point is the 103.31, and my stop is also going to be the 102.24. So my long stop and my short stop is the 102.24. I'm buying it above 102.47. My next structure point is the 103.31, and my stop is the 102.24. On the short side, I'm going short below the 102.24, and that's going to be my entry and my stop. Okay, that is the Aussie dollar. So let me save that.